Hey folks, Nick Harrington here. It is the end of July. It is hot. It is muggy. It is humid. It is not pleasant to be outside in general. But we are here on Lake Sharpe, and what I want to do, the Gov Cup is mercifully behind us. If you check the results, you know that bow shoeing has set a new standard for what it means to be a high-level angler. Is probably the best term to put it when it comes to today's day and age in tournament fishing. 4 11-pounders, congratulations, bow. That is outstanding. So fortunately, the tournament season is over for me. So what I want to do, a couple fronts, is one, I want to just have some fun. Two, I want to showcase what I'm doing. I like doing these videos with y'all. I hope y'all like them too. If you don't, let me know. But I've got such good feedback. I want to keep doing these, and I want to show even more. So what I am doing today is I am challenging myself. I am down here on Lake Sharpe. I'm actually in the Stilling Basin for the first time this year, maybe calendar year. I don't really come in here much, but I wanted to come in here because I had a feeling the bait would be in here. I can tell you what, looking at the graph right now, I am right. I am hoping that means there are walleye in here, including some bigger walleye than what we're used to seeing kind of on Lake Sharpe. This is where you could catch one of those true trophy caliber fish. And I want to show, there's one. It's not a trophy caliber fish, but this is an awesome start to the show. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, this is actually not even the start to the show. Before I could even get out, I had one on. It's in the box. It was 15 1/4. This one is just bonus that it took place while we were starting out. So let's take a look at what this one is. Does not feel very big. As you can tell, we've got a single man operation back here. But we are getting ready to fish. We are here. Not very big. I'm hoping I catch a lot of fish today. I hope this is a walleye. I don't think this one's going to make the frying pan if it is, but we will see. This was on my suspended rod, so that gives me some hope, but I think that hope might have been misinformed. This one, now that one I'm upset I missed, because that one whacked pretty good. Dang it. So we got one. We're going to be happy about that. This one is indeed not going to be lunch, but we got one. We missed one big. That stunk. But we are fishing. I'm going to grab some pliers here, and this is what I want to do today. So this is my challenge to myself. I am here on Lake Sharpe, the dog days of summer, the hot, muggy days of July, when fishing is at its toughest. According to the graph, bait is everywhere. And I want to go, there we go. I'll start. Fortunately, there is another fish in the box. We'll give it a kiss. We'll get it on its way. We'll get this back to fishing. As you can see, I've got a number 7 flicker shad right here, one of those custom colors, a little purple and white, one of my favorite colors I have. I'm running this one suspended about 80 feet back on the line. That's gonna put it with this bait at the speed I'm going, probably about 12 to 14 feet down. But that's where I'm hoping I can get one of the bigger ones. Fortunately, the eater came on the inside rod, this one that got whacked back here, so missed not catching him. But let's see what I can do. So that's my challenge today. I'm on Lake Sharpe. I have only artificial baits, so obviously I'm going to start cranking, because I think you all know I love cranking, because I can just really get in a rut when it comes to fishing, especially this time of year. Big bottom bouncing, a lot of live bait pulling. But like I said, we saw this at the Governor's Cup. You gotta adjust your tactics. You gotta adjust and adapt to the way of fishing in the future now, and that is my goal. And y'all are gonna have a front look at it. So artificial baits only. I have some jigging wraps in there. If I find them in predictable locations, which I'll kind of show you more as we go through this video. Sorry, clicker's probably doing a bear on the audio, but that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see how I can do. Let's see if I can catch some fish, and you're gonna see everything from the start to finish, except not the start, because I had one on before I could even get this rod out, and nonetheless my mic set up. So hang with me all day. I'm excited to see how it goes. So as y'all can tell, these intros are nothing short of unscripted and somewhat chaotic, at least if they go the way I want them to. But I do want to prove, this is that 15 1/4 I caught. These are my favorite fish to eat. I'm hungry just looking at them right now. But great start, inside rod bent over. Literally as I got here, So I was putting the board, I put this out just for the sake of putting it out, put the board rod out. As I didn't even have the clicker on the board, and this was on. Also, you can tell it is a little bit brighter in my videos than you're used to. We've actually had a rather eventful morning. So I went to launch at a Walleye downstream recreation area, which is like right over there and less than a mile run. And the water is so low I could not even get my boat in to launch. So that wasn't awesome. There's some construction taking place. So that's also was not awesome. So I thought I was gonna be on the water at like 5:40. As I film this, it's 7:08. So that's not ideal. I was probably on the water at like 6:40, and I had to put in at the Fort Pier ramp, which is about 5 miles down. It's down in Pier. And then I came up here. This is the very end of the reservoir for those that aren't familiar with Sharpe. So overall, there's a lot going on right now. Had been a lot going on. I'm hoping a little less goes on here as we continue here. It's very hot. I really want to be off by 11. I really want to have all my fish by then. It is gorgeous on all fronts besides that. Oh, also there's a shooting range up there if you just pick that up. You know, a lot going on here. But that's what I want to do. I want to showcase everything that goes on behind the scenes. I'm obviously not hiding any secrets. Tournament season's over. It's time to get back to having fun fishing. I'm going to Canada in like 3 weeks. So if you see some cool effects on this video, that means I've been working on that and I really want to get better at this for y'all. And if you don't see cool effects on this video, that means I got very frustrated and couldn't figure it out. So one of the two is going to be correct. So bear with me. But I thank you for sticking with me because I have been blown away by the support. We now have like an 11-minute intro. The sun is right in the eyes. Hopefully I can catch some fish for you. Okay folks, so we kind of got the graph shot right here. The big trend right now is just lots and lots and lots of bait. That is always the case when you're back here in the Stilling Basin. As you can see, notice I've really learned to touch screen now. What I like back here is you can kind of see how those contours change. So when you get back here, I have a lot of humps here, and you can see this is where I want to focus just because we have that low water level, and you can see there's a lot of bait using this area. If you zoom in, you'll see pinker jig fish. Oh geez, we got another one on the planer board as I film this. Oh, it's so little. It's so little. Let me, I think it's, but so you can kind of see that bait. I think the fish is off the planer board, by the way. But you can kind of see that bait as we go through. That's a fish sitting in it. Sorry for the excitement there. Thought we had a good one on the board. And but you could kind of see my graph as we went the whole time. That's some fish sitting in bait. That's probably one sitting. That might not be a walleye. There's a couple tight. These are the candidates that I'm going to come jig if the cranking doesn't work. But yeah, that's just kind of, you can see the bait scattered. There's a lot of bait back here. So standing out is going to be critical. And by the way, I did not catch that fish on the planer board, but I'm really glad that you didn't see me miss it because of this angle. One-man operation here. Taking applications for fishing partners, filming partners, all general assistance at tree in life required. But that might be one, that might be a fish on, that might be a bottom, that might be a rock, but I'm guessing, I think that looks like a fish right off to it. But yeah, you can see exactly what we're fishing for. Tons of bait standing out from that's going to be key. And if I can dial them in where they are on the crankbaits, then I'm going to go hit them with the jigging wraps. You guys, I think I lied. I think I said I didn't have it on. Either something latched on or something happened because fish on, and oh, I think it's hooked really funky. Not big fish on. Not big fish on. So I thought, as I was trying to film my graph shot so y'all could see what I was fishing, I thought oh my goodness. Oh boy, that appears to have been a nursery that we went over. I don't know if it was just hooked funky or if it just latched on or what. I thought it was off. There is a healthy population of Lake Sharpe walleyes on the reservoir in general. I don't even know if this one was in the same weight class as the bait it was trying to get, but As you can see, possibly not. I don't know what your plan was there, Holmes, but all right. So yeah, I stopped filming right away, and then I went to pick the board up and check the bait, and I felt some weight, and my bad. There's actually a really big one on the graph right now. That real one on the inside rod. I saw a nice one on the graph. Yeah, we got a real one. I gotta get turned because I'm nearing the no boat zone, but I got actually a nice fish on here. I mean, it's not a toad, but it feels tasty. Feels like it's gonna be of the snacking variety. I got him on surface out there. Yep, looks to be about that case. But yeah, I've been trying to put the planer board out, and that was not going down. Ended up, you see these red signs up here. Those are in the no boat zone. You're not allowed to get any closer to the shutoffs there because of that. Not as big as I thought he'd be, but Lake Sharpe snack, that's for sure. That is for dang sure. So I'm gonna straighten the boat out just right real fast. There we go. Not too worried about this one for fish care because he's gonna be fish delicious. But yeah, awesome to catch one right here. Hope I hit the record button. And if I did, we've got a good one right here. This is what we came for. This is a perfect Lake Sharpe meal right here. Okay, so a lot of chaotic things happened there. We're taking them one at a time. So as you can see, what I'm using right here on this inside rod, number 5 purple descent shad wrap. I love purple here. I love shad baits, and I love number 5 baits, as y'all can tell. So I have this one deep. I have this 150 feet back. If you saw on the graph, we're fishing anywhere between 22 to 27 feet. Right now we're in 25. It just kind of goes over those humps back there. So I'm running it near the bottom because that's what I'm seeing is those nice marks. They are in that bait and they are near bottom. That is the key I am seeing. As you'll see, I don't even have the planer board rod out yet. It is actually at the right depth. I just didn't put it out because I want to get this rod out ASAP. That fish was a good fish, great eater. I mean, as content as I can be here on Lake Sharpe in the middle of the summer, I'll tell you that much. And I am getting hungry just filming this and thinking about all this. But that's one trend I'm noticing here. So I like my number 5 purple descent shad wraps. No secret about that, especially here in that clear water. Just seems like it's really good for if fish are in just a neutral mood or whatever. Another pro tip, and maybe this is just for myself, but you'll see I set my drags exceptionally light. Big reason for that is I am filming, I am trying to do this, I'm running the boat myself, I have a lot going on. So now I also want to talk about what I'm doing with my board rod here. So I have had this at 80 feet. What I am noticing right now is I have caught 2, I'm going to call them nice fish because they are. I mean, we're not talking awahi toads, but I mean, there's another nice fish there on the bottom. So I am dropping from 80. I made a minor adjustment because my 2 fish on this board, they've been smaller. They've been not keeper fish, not even close to keeper fish. So what I'm doing, I'm moving this one a little bit further down the column. This one's scraping bottom. This one's going to be now a little bit closer, so 15 feet on my lead. That's not a huge adjustment, but I mean it is going to give us a little bit more depth. It might drop us into that 15-foot range as opposed to that 12 to 14. I might be looking 15, 16 feet now. I'm gonna tell you what though, if I catch another one on this planer board, this planer board rod's gonna get even deeper. So just kind of following, as I can see that the bait right now is kind of in that 15 to 20 foot range. The only other drawback is as I'm looking at the pattern here, I don't really have a set location. Like they aren't biting like specifically on any one of the humps. I've seen some nice fish on them, so I'm gonna hit those with jig wraps for sure. But right now, I've got a pattern that's working. I've got 2 shorts on the planer board. I've got 2 nice ones on the inside rod. So that's my plan. Let's adjust this one a little bit more towards that inside rod. In this case, that variable is deeper. And who knows, this is a number 7, that's a number 5. So that's more my neutral passive fish. This is more my aggressive fish. This might even, as I figure out the depth more, this might even give me a little bit better fish. So again, just kind of showing all my thought process as I go through this. Hopefully you all find it entertaining, informative, and if nothing else, I just love fishing out here on Lake Sharpe. Well folks, I was sending a text and I just caught my best fish of the day. It was on the inside board. It was on the purple-descent shad wrap. So I think I found a pattern, and the pattern is, Nick, if you're gonna film these videos, stop texting. So apologies for that, but I won't apologize for catching this because this is a beautiful Lake Sharpe fish. I'm ending with a new, possibly dangerous camera angle. I'm hooked up again. And again, it's on the inside planer board. I don't know what to say except the fact that this could very well be my fourth fish here in the dog days of July on Lake Sharpe. And I'm going for, I don't think it's gonna be 15 inches. But I mean, we don't have a minimum here on Lake Sharpe in the middle of July, but this one actually might be 15 inches. I kind of like that 15-inch minimum just for myself. This will be a little short, but I mean, just absolutely outstanding that I can catch these caliber of fish. It's July. I mean, I'm just having an absolute blast. I was worried I wasn't even gonna catch a fish today, and now I'm worried that I have too much fish, and I'm getting to the point I'm even getting dangerous with camera angles. And when I say dangerous, I mean my phone flying out of the boat. So this one goes home, but gosh, I am just blown away at how this is going. Well, folks, we had a little chaos, so I didn't get it on film, but that's my bad. Number 4 here is on, and as you can see, this is on that number 7. It sunk the board, and I mean, it literally, like, I had just dropped this down to 120 because I knew those nice fish were coming off the bottom. And as you can see, it's another one of those right about 15 inches. Gonna be delicious. That's what I kind of set my goal here, was 15-inch fish for myself today. We don't have a minimum in July or August on Lake Sharpe or Lake Francis Case. That's kind of what I was referencing in that last video, but I was so worried about my phone flying into the water from that new angle that I didn't properly articulate that. Kind of how I said that the inside rod was a board fish. But this is my 4th walleye of the day. So now what I want to do, I know I'm on a good bite. I know there's fish back here. I got to practice and learn, right? If I'm going to hang with Bo and the rest of these guys. So I'm going to get the jig wrap out. I'm going to go back where I've seen some of these fish. I'm going to see if I can catch some fish on jig wrap. So let's see if I'm good at that. If not, we know I'm good at cranking because I've got 4 in the day. It is 7:51. And to say that I caught 4 walleyes greater than 15 inches on Lake Sharpe at the end of July on what will be a 100-degree day in an hour and 20 minutes of fishing, hour and 10 since being on the water, man, you can't script a better day. Because believe me, I wasn't sure how this show was going to go. I couldn't be happier with how this script is going. So admittedly, this is the weakest part of my game for sure. I'm a terrible vertical angler. It's just not what I'm good at. I'm good at, he said, missing one. See, I told you. I saw one down here. I don't have live scope, so what I got is a scope, so I'm just using the front of the graph. Gosh darn it. I knew there was one up here too, and I thought I was going to film it and catch it. So that was on a hair jig. I'd been ripping a spoon for a little bit, still one down there. I need a live scope. I know that. I know there's different opinions on that for sure. I just know that, like I said, both set the tone for that. And darn it, I missed my opportunity on that one. That was an ugly miss. I mean, it surprises me when I get bit on it, not gonna lie. For as confident as I am cranking, and especially bottom bouncing, one running on me. So yeah, I'm just basically ice fishing off the front graph. That's what I'm doing. I mean, that's why I'm challenging myself here. I mean, you just saw a pretty brutally ugly miss. I'm not gonna lie about that. Brutally ugly. I knew there was one down there. I dropped. I felt it bite, and I still missed it. So that's what I'm doing right now. With just a 1/2 ounce hair jig was what that was. I've got a 1/2 ounce Binks Pro spoon on too that I might cast and follow up on. I got that right here, just offset, as you all can see. Still one down there, but I don't know. This is just the weakest part of my game. As you can see, here's the Binks Pro spoon. It's yeah, I'm gonna just kind of try to catch that one I just missed. Got one all over the hair jig right now. And again, this is just, as you can see, this is where I struggle. I lack confidence. I lack skills, but that's okay. That's what this time of year is for, to gain skills, to gain confidence. And you know, I had a great day. I'm going to tell you this much. I'm going to give this about a half hour, then I'm going to put the cranks back out and continue to have a great day if I struggle here. But I just know I'm on fish. There's no pressure on me right now. The only pressure is to perform for y'all, but that's also, I kind of want to show the raw. I don't, you know, this is my weakness for sure, is this vertical game. This is what beat me in the Gov Cup. This is what's beat me in other tournaments. It beats me in the Gov Cup every year. It beat us at NTC. I got to learn it, right? So that's what I'm doing, and I'm showing that. And what I'm probably going to have here is a hair jig and spoon disaster. But yeah, that's actually going to be factual. I cannot get them to come up. I fished the pro spoon a little bit. But yeah, long monologue there for me to not catch any fish. But I mean, this is what I'm doing. This is all part of the process. You get out, you learn, you practice, you see what you're good at, you see what you're not at, you get yourself good at. Ah, I missed him, gosh darn it. Okay, I'm gonna focus on fishing. I know what you're thinking. Oh my goodness, in a shocking turn of events, the crankbaits are back out. Yeah, I tried the vertical fishing. I gave it like an hour. You know, it's just not my game. It's something I gotta get better at, but I'll tell you what, it wasn't due to lack of bite, because I put the crankbaits out and caught 2 instantly, and you're never going to believe it. About a 14.5 was on the inside rod that was near bottom, and a small fish was on the suspended one, which has really, because I'd set it higher again. So I mean, that's a pattern that I definitely developed here just this morning. Those nicer fish coming on the inside closer to bottom, those smaller fish are suspended. So now, like I said, purple descent number 5 shad wrap, and then white custom colored flicker shad number 7 on the board. But depth was the biggest factor today for sure, and covering water. I mean, part of that is I'm just a terrible vertical angler. I think we all know that, but that's just I'm back doing this because I just want to have fun today. The fact that I can have a limit of Lake Sharpe fish, 15 to 7, I got 2 15s and 2 17s in there. That's what I got for fish. I just couldn't be happier with that myself. I've got, I guess I've got 6 shorts now. 6 I've put back, so 10 fish on a 100-degree day, knowing that I'm going to be going home here and let everybody else have it in a little bit. I really couldn't be happier with it. So I wanted to showcase all that, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I hope you guys enjoy the good. I hope you guys learn something. I'm trying, like I said, just try to show my work, show the patterns that developed, show why I was fishing back here. I'm fishing here because there's one reason. There's bait. Where there's bait, there's fish, and there's a lot of bait back here, and we got some great looking fish because of it. Again, I know I gotta get better at things. That's this time of year. I got the best of everything. I gotta have a great bite. I gotta do a little practicing. I couldn't write a better day. I hope y'all enjoy this. I'm trying to get better at the YouTube stuff too. I just can't thank y'all enough for the support. If you made it through, this was a longer episode just because I caught so many fish, which was a good problem to have. But I just want to say thank you. A whole bunch of new subscribers. Thank you for, if you like this, drop a subscribe. I'd sure appreciate the heck out of it. If you want to follow along some of the more behind the scenes stuff, I post that on my Instagram, Mr. Walleye SD, exactly as it sounds, no spaces, all lowercase, Mr. Walleye SD, as in South Dakota, where we are. So again, just thank you. Again, I hope you enjoy this. Drop a comment. Let me know if you like this style. Let me know if you like the other. But this is about as raw as it gets. As you can tell, there's not a lot of scripting, not a lot of storyboarding, a lot of goofidity, if that's a word. And with that, stay safe this summer. I hope to have some more of these for you, and I want to make them good for you. So drop your comments on what you like, what you don't, and if you don't, we're gonna fix it. So good fishing.